Hey, today we're gonna cut down these bushes. These are as old as I am, maybe 1 or 2 years younger than me, I'm not sure. So they've been here a while, been trimmed a few times, but today's their last day. Let's get started.
Bye-bye, bush.
What?
This is kind of a hard thing for all of us to get real excited about it.
We already had one come around here with her jaw dropped. What happened to the shrubs? It went, I got to see it go by. So.
Who was that, Miranda?
Andrea.
Andrea.
She come around here and her jaw was dragging the ground.
She said she didn't have time to trim them, and I said, well, we'll trim them my way.
I know, that hurt.
I didn't say that, Mom. I made all that up. Come on.
Some of that may not have got cut off there. It's kind of hard to stay out of the rock.
Go, go, Johnny, go, go, go. Reckon you can see any better if I'm pulling like that?
Hold still, you're pinching me.
But I don't want to hold still.
Try now.
Beautiful.
I had to try it, see if it was any different. Not a lot of difference. This one's probably lighter, but it's not as much as you might think. But one's a lot quieter when it's shut off. And it's quieter when it's running too. I just can't believe this. I'm still mesmerized by what's happening here.
What can you not believe?
That this is happening.
Yeah,
it needs to happen, no doubt.
It needs to happen, and we just didn't. We did in the Mark's way. We just didn't plan long enough for it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We didn't talk about it long enough. I'm not sure how to reach in on this one.
This is big.
Yeah.
That's about as good as I can do, probably.
You still tied up?
I don't know yet. I'm clamping, and here I go.
I may not have them all cut.
We'll figure it out. These plants are called yews. They're quite popular, at least here in the Midwest, and have been for, as you can see, years and years and years. These are over 50 years old right here. They're easy to grow, and they're relatively easy to care for, but they do require care. If you trim them aggressively, you can keep them at the same size essentially forever. But if you fail to trim them, at least annually, or if you're not aggressive enough in your trimming, which is pretty easy to do, they'll grow out of control. It's pretty hard to shrink them very fast with aggressive trimming.
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, I get it. In our case, there was a local company that came out and trimmed and treated these bushes at least annually for many years after they were planted. Even after that group disbanded, Dad was quite persistent about keeping these bushes in good shape. He would trim them, as I mentioned, quite aggressively. He would cut back all but an inch or maybe 2 of foliage left on the plant, and that kept them the same size for many years. Dad did the trimming, and of course Tom and I were responsible for picking up all those clippings. Somewhere along the line we missed a year or two, and well, it's nearly impossible to get those bushes back down to size. One interesting point about the yew is that the foliage is poisonous for, say, cattle or even humans, so don't eat it. I read on one website that the little berries that it produces are not poisonous. Another website said they were, so I'm not going to be the first to try.
Can you pull on him a little?
Bigger diameter trunks on that one.
Yeah.
If I remember right, we had a debate when we did our bushes in front of our house. And you thought you could just dig them out with the backhoe and you didn't have to use the chainsaw. And I thought it was quicker to use the chainsaw like we're doing now and pull them out. So I think I've converted you to my way.
Maybe you'd want to turn to use it.
Well, how about if I just say this wasn't my approach?
Oh, this wasn't your approach.
Actually, but you were right. With these bushes, there was no way I could reach in there. So I must admit,
It works better
defeat.
this way.
I must admit that you were smarter than me. Yeah, I mean,
Once in a while.
actually with these being this old, I'm not sure I could dig them out at all.
Oh, okay.
But they were concerned that, I mean, they've got these rocks in there and everything. They were
Yeah.
concerned that once I started digging out, remember how it was in our yard?
Yes.
We dug those out and we brought a lot of dirt to the surface.
Yes.
And we're thinking maybe we can use a stump grinder and come in here later. Just grind that down to the surface.
Oh, you're not even going to try to dig these out?
Not gonna dig them out.
Okay.
That's the plan. Let's see if I can get a bigger load here. Can you guys, Montana, can you throw those down somehow or organize them a little bit so I can get to them easier, you reckon?
These ones over here will move.
Whichever ones. Those are laying pretty good. Maybe I ought to go for those.
Yeah, they are all together.
Yeah, that's fine. Just get stuff in a... I just do a lot better if I've got them laying horizontal like that rather than toward me or... Yeah, I don't know if I can get all those or not, but I might. As you can see, some of the rest of the family has showed up now. We got a bigger crew. We get them all organized. We'll get the rest of these down in a hurry. This project occurred the same day as tearing down the old chicken brooder house. So I'm hauling these green shrubs around there to that same hot fire. They're burning fast.
You're going to have a lot of them. Because from where we just pulled those timbers out.
Burning is by far the easiest and most efficient way to get rid of stuff like this. Now, of course, in some places you can't burn, and so a chipper becomes your only option. But chipping's not nearly as easy as burning. I got a big load this time.
You need your grapple turned on the side for this one.
Yeah. In retrospect, I think this one would have been a lot easier if Randall or someone would have just laid down on their back there and sawed it off right at the base.
Hook's behind it, can you?
I may have it. Can you reach under there? Can you see under there?
Not good enough to cut the whole thing off. You got me pins now.
Okay. Which way now?
West. Can you lift it? There. All right.
This one had a nice vertical trunk. I don't know if it's because it was a slightly different variety of yew or just because it was allowed to grow straight up all those years. This was such a pleasant day. It was about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. The whole family was having a good time working together. We weren't working at it too hard. Just a relaxing afternoon project for all of us. It was especially good to have Mom out with us. She seemed to be enjoying it as well. She always seems to enjoy seeing the family work together to accomplish a goal. In this case, these bushes had gotten so big that it was a full day's job to trim them. Further, they were hiding the house. You really couldn't see the house anymore and got to where you couldn't see out the windows very well, so it was time for him to go.
May not got it.
Randall's little boy, Troy, is riding with Tim. Meanwhile, the other big tree is coming down.
I think they're figuring out how to be a little more efficient on the cutting part now. I'm beginning to have trouble keeping up, hauling it away.
Bye-bye, tree. See you later on.
I don't want that one.
Okay, but these go, that one does not.
That one over
Okay.
there.
One right here, Grandma?
Oh yeah, these go here.
Okay.
That one stays over there. Okay.
It does look different up here.
I like your shrub trimmers you brought.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens when you get in the way, man. You get covered up, don't you? I think he was doing that just to harass you a little bit.
Go ahead and squeeze it now. You got most of it. May not have it all. Well, he'll get it on the next trip. That's pretty good load that time.
Good trip. I'll be lucky to get all this in clamped in.
You're gonna have a lot of it, but
Mom, we got your bushes trimmed.
Thank you.
I don't think we'll have to trim these again. I think we trimmed them a little harder than what we first thought.
Do you think Dad would have kind of wanted us not to trim quite so much off of them?
Well, at one time, yes.
But I think he was about ready for him to go
getting
to.
a little more so where he would have been willing to have seen this, but I think he was going to try them out, dig them out with the 580.
Okay. This went faster.
This went a lot faster and a
lot less mess.
And a lot less mess. Yes.
We had a big crew here for this. It's a lot of fun when
Oh,
we work
man.
together as a family.
Yes.
Wonderful day. It's just it's been a lot of fun. So thank you all for helping us.
Thank you for doing all this.
And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time on Tractor
Tractor
Time
Time
with
with
Tim.
Tim.